It's time to gather together. Hi there, I'm Yelta, and I'll be buying the first round while we chat about Final Fantasy XIV. This is episode 203. Pull up a chair and join us. On the menu tonight, new optional items are available. Developer Diaries Bonus episode, Yohara Dark Apocalypse. Letter from the Producer live part something 53 or something. Digest released. Possible Final Fantasy XI images discovered. That's that new one that's been vaporware now for a few years. Reminder about the free login campaign. Got some fan tweets, and we get some gathered together announcements. But first, let's shoot the shit. What has been going on this week? Hey, Ruby.
Hey, Yelta. What's up?
What is up?
Fanfare. We got music. We got fanfare in the background.
I hear a little music. Yeah.
Everywhere I go, there's a parade. That's all I could say. It's like an amusement park. Everywhere I go, I'm the fucking ringleader. No, now I'm thinking of like Sylvando from Dragon Quest XI. My hero. Hey, Yelta, how's it going?
Hey, good. How are you?
Pretty good. Let's see what's been happening. A lot of Animal Crossing. That's for darn sure. Been playing a lot of that. Been suffering with a kidney stone for about a week, so that's been kind of taking me down a little bit. I haven't really been able to sit in one place terribly long, so I pace the floor with my Switch and play Animal Crossing. Trying to avoid leaning or sitting in one spot, and then I can lay in bed on a heating pad with the Switch, which I cannot do on the PC. So I haven't gotten as much 14 time as I have wanted. However, there is currently, if you have not heard, a free login campaign that goes on for 8 days. Jump on that. We'll remind you again later in this episode. But my wife, my dear Cinna Riesling, she jumped on, and I helped her out just a little bit. She is... What is she doing right now? She has just met Emmett Selk. She is on her way through the Raktika Greatwood and doing things out there. She's about to hit that dungeon, I think. But our electricity went out. It was crazy. She was like right about to do some stuff, and she goes, "Hey, can you help me get some of these like air deals?" You know, like she wanted to unlock the flight. And I jumped on. I was ready to help. And I'm sitting in the free company house because she has not logged in months, right, Yelta? I mean, you can attest.
It's been a while.
It's been a little.
A hot minute.
I mean, we have a child. There are other responsibilities, but she is taking advantage of the free login campaign. So she was checking out the house, looking at all the new decor. She's liking this, and this is cool. And so I'm camping out in the free company house, and she goes on to do her stuff. And she's like, "Now come out and help me. I'm ready to start unlocking some stuff before I go into this dungeon." So just about to get out there. Boom. Everything goes out. Power comes back up. Electricity, no. I mean, the internet. No.
None.
Nothing. And, it was a thing. I was talking to Yelta earlier about our weather. We live north and south. She has the cold weather, and I have the 91 degrees last week. But it's been 91, and then in the evenings, it's like 55, and then thunderstorms roll in. And it's this constant up and down of the weather. We just had this crazy windstorm come in. And fucked us up, Yelta. Messed up my 14 experience. But we're back. We'll be back. We still have I think 6 more days of the free trial, maybe 5. So she'll be back. We'll get her at least through the 5.0 stuff. That's the goal.
Cool. Yeah.
And then we'll work on the other. I'm hoping that there's enough of a taste there that says hey, we can sub. You know, I had some good news at work, so maybe we got a little extra money we can throw at a sub. So. That's always a positive. And, yeah. So I want to help her get through the stuff because there's a lot of cool stuff, especially the 5.3 stuff. I was telling her about all the things that happened to Sid, and she was really intrigued because Cinna was very much a lover of all things 1.0 and everything that came from 1.0 to 2.0. and really loves that Sid Garland storyline and the things that took place in his past. So this was quite a revelation. She doesn't mind being spoiled on those things, but we got to talk about all that cool Sid stuff, and it's like, this is coming. There's more, we're going to get to experience a lot more of this going forward, and I'm excited for it as well. There is stuff to do in the meantime, but for me, as I pace the floor, I'm still going to be playing a lot of Animal Crossing, I think. I really need to get back into Nier and do another playthrough for two reasons. One, because we will have more of the Nier storyline when we get into 5.3, and we've got that remake, right, of the a previous Nier story that's coming out that was announced.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm super excited for that, but I've only done one solid playthrough in Nier Automata, so I've got to get back on that and see what's going on. We've seen these screenshots in 14, and I'm recognizing things, but I feel like I'm about to hit a point where I'm going to get lost. Like 9S is doing some stuff, and I'm like, okay, wait.
Yeah.
I'm left behind here because I didn't do that second playthrough. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I've got things to do, but we will be back on 14, I think, tomorrow. She wanted to play tonight, but we're podcasting. But maybe after this episode, play a little bit. Yelta,
Yeah.
What did you do this past week?
I played I played quite a bit of Final Fantasy XIV. I played an alt that I had rolled in 1.0 and never had played her. And this has been going on for a few weeks now. And I just got her. She's just arrived in Shadowbringers. I have the 2 quests to go visit, the twins. And I haven't really done much since that. It was a lot of playing to get there, right? So I watched all the cutscenes and read all the dialogue, and it was been really, really fun. But then I did pop on Yelta a couple times. I think this past weekend we did farming of the newest trial for some artifact armor relic stuff. And that we cleared them 5 times or something.
Nice.
Yep. I'd still not perfect at that fight. And what's really funny is because we start out shaky in the night, then we remember the fight. And in fact, I think Valdandy had put that we were rusty in the party finder.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people that noped out after it wasn't perfect or whatever, and then other people stayed. And then some people, we were happy when they did finally leave after they got their clear. But no, and then you start remembering the fight enough, and then so people are doing less call outs, we're kind of getting and then we got murdered, so I was pretty fried by that. We were gonna do one more, and I was fried and somebody else was fried, and we did clear it, but it was just man, we probably should have called it. You start getting on 2 hours, and that's kind of unless it's easy and everybody knows it, it can be a little bit tiring. But I've been popping on and trying to do my gold saucer stuff because I was getting pretty close to 2 million. And I did finally hit the 2 million, and I got that just completely ridiculous gold saucer cactar mount.
Oh, wow.
The thing is just bizarre. Honestly, I don't like it, but as a collector of all the things, I wanted it. So, I don't know. I probably should have waited to see if they have the Make It Rain campaign, but whatever. And then I played some Animal Crossing. Doesn't sound like I played as much as you. But I did play some Animal Crossing. In fact, we're recording now tonight on the 7th. It's 10:05 here in Central Time Zone. And Mr. Rubicon asked me, so how'd you like that Mayday Island? And I'm like, or not Mayday. Is it Mayday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayday Island. And I'm like, fuck, I forgot to do it. So Ruby's doing notes, and I'm like, hang on, I'm doing this maze. So I did it, though. Thank you, Ruby.
She's like, chop this tree.
I'm like, how do I get there?
Break this rock.
It was cute. And then Rover from, I don't remember which one. Is he the one you meet on the I don't remember. I can't.
Know.
I know. I recognized him, but my memory's awful, just awful. So, and then I played quite a bit of Toontown this week. I'm Kariri, my sister Carrie Kariri, and I are working our way through. She had gotten ahead of me. There's like this quest chain, and she got ahead of me. So, like the last couple days, I've been playing even without her. I usually don't log in if she's not playing. And there's this long chain of quests you have to do to unlock your last gag. Your weapons in that game are gags. So squirting flowers and pies and stuff like that.
Whoopee cushions.
Oh, I don't know if it's like dropping safes on bad guys. If you've never played this game, it is adorable, and I cannot believe hundreds of people are still playing it. But it is just so pure and so funny, and like kids can play. It's a kids game, but it's just when you're done working and you're done with your dinner and your husband goes to sleep. I like to play video games, so and it's really just nice to drink a glass of wine and play Toontown. What else did I do? I played. Oh, Kariri and I. Okay. I have rented a dedicated server from, what's the name of the place? I can't remember now. And I've rented a server for them for years. And it stopped working, and I was very cranky because I thought I did something to it. So I asked for an OS reinstall. I'm like, fuck it, I backed up my Minecraft worlds, and I'm like, I can rebuild our Ark worlds and everything else. So I did an OS fresh thing, and then it's still crashing. So I had like a week's worth of messages. Well, maybe not a week. So, but anyway, long story short, they thought it was overheating, and they, redid the fan and the heatsink and all that stuff, and then they redid it again, and then they tested it all, and it all looked good. But as soon as I logged in remotely, it just burned up and crashed.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, we don't have another server of the same kind, because it's all pre-configured, right? That's the cheaper one. It's just pre-configured ones. So I'm like, they're like, we don't know what's going on, and we don't have another one to swap you to. Well, I'd already been kind of thinking of upgrading, and because I wanted something with a little bit more disk space. So I've switched to it, and it's working beautifully, and I'm pretty happy. And yeah, it's Wholesale Internet's the name of the company. I've never had problems with any of their stuff before. Every time my server was being weird, they'd come in and fix it, and they were always they never were like, nothing's wrong on our end. They're always like, oh yeah, we reseated the whatever, and whatever it was. They always just fixed it, and I have this vision in my head that it's like 4 nerds in a giant warehouse full of computers, and it's not like you're dealing with salespeople or anybody. They just like, or I don't know very much about running servers, so when I have stupid questions, they just answer it basically back to me, and I'm good to go. So anyway, that made Kariri and I excited. Now I'm running a bungee cord server, which means I can run multiple Minecraft servers, different worlds, with different plugins on each one and stuff like that. And we wanted to do a new Minecraft challenge. We created a shipwrecks challenge. Was that a couple of years ago already now? I don't remember now. And we had posted it on our blog. Oh yeah, 2018. So we were like, when we were designing that one, we were thinking, man, I'd really like to do, the new villager update had just come out. So we were thinking of doing like a challenge with villagers. So we're trying to think of something to do there. So I created a new world and put some plugins on the server, but we're testing out one that's like a progressively MMO one. The more you chop down trees, the better at chopping down trees you get, that kind of thing. Oh. So, yeah, we usually use MCMMO, but somebody had asked on this Reddit subreddit thread, he's like, why does no one try my plugin? And I'm like, point me to it, we'll load it somewhere, and I'll let you know, do a review. but I never got around to it. But we're gonna do it with this. So we're doing I think it's based on. Is it the city building? There's kind of like the city building challenge, and there's a castle building challenge. There's two different Minecraft challenges that Kariri and I have played, honestly, over and over again through the years. So we're going to take the city building challenge and house rule a bunch of stuff, and then we're going to also weave in some sort of like villager luring, to get them to come live in a village we will make them. So we're going to make a village or make a city for the villagers to live in. So, and, give them jobs, and they will trade stuff to us, and we'll put, we like building and progression, and such an open-ended game as Minecraft, it almost can be overwhelming to me that you can just do anything. I like to have a little bit of so it's nice to have a challenge, to have to kind of guide you along, give you goals. Right. So
yeah, if it's too free, it makes me nervous. I only understood half the shit you were talking about because I just recently watched a YouTube video about a guy that did 1,000 in-game days of hardcore Minecraft and survived, and he's going to go on to do more, but he did these raids every day or every week or what have you, and so
yeah.
I'm learning a little bit. It looks fun. I think I talked about this maybe on a previous episode or something, but I can't play Minecraft right now because I'm playing Animal Crossing. It's just too many furniture rearranging construction type games, and I can't play. I want to play Dragon Quest Builders,
but
I can't play it because I'm still doing the
yeah. No, I hear ya. Yeah, I don't know. I really like Minecraft, and I've tried the Bedrock version. I've tried the Windows 10 version. They're all of them are. I only play the Java version for the most part. Mm-hmm. It's got more. It's got mods and it's got plugins, and it's what I know. So I don't know. My sister and I were thinking sometime of doing just we've almost never played strictly vanilla, like out of the box. We're wusses. We build for building cool things, so I use plugins that make it so creepers don't actually destroy blocks. They'll still blow you up and kill you, but they won't blow up your house. Because we like building. I think the only other vanilla thing I turn off is fire spread. I don't like my whole place burning down. I don't know. Oh, and crop trampling. I turn that off too, because it makes me mad when a sheep walks across my farm. I guess I could, but a purely vanilla one would mean we would have to, use gates and fences and walls around our crops and stuff like that. So that might be fun sometime too. But I don't know. Love Minecraft. I've probably played Minecraft for, it's like Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy XI, Ark, and Minecraft are probably the games I've played the longest playtimes. Just hours upon hours.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I just talked about Minecraft for 20 minutes. Welcome to Minecraft chat.
Hey, we've done the AC episode. We can do a Minecraft episode. It's all good.
Yeah.
We'll do a 14 episode before.
One of these days, 14 will be the center of our show. What's kind of lull like right now? I am starting to get the itch though when I want to go back in and get more relics. Because really I did 3 White Mage, Black Mage, and I don't remember what it was, Gunbreaker. And then I did Botanist and Culinarian, and I never went back and did the rest of them. So I've kind of got an itch maybe that I'll go back and finish those, do all of them. But,
right.
Yeah.
But you're just going to sit on them, I guess. It's not really...
Yeah. I don't really want to do them just to do them, I guess. I didn't do any of the other relics like that just to do them.
They at least glowed.
I'm one of the people who actually likes my stick. I kind of like the White Mage cane. It's I don't neat crystal.
I get it. I think the hate on the White Mage cane was just people being like, "Oh, it's not special. It's just a wooden stick." But I personally would prefer if the wooden stick had a little sparkly glow at the tip or something like that, or have all the make the tip glow.
Just the tip.
The whole point of all of this was for me to say just the tip. That's really, I got nothing.
Well, it kind of seems like usually you get the model change, so they change the model, and then like a subsequent one that it makes it glow. So I think this was just the change of model step.
Right.
Yeah, I think the glowing will be later down the line.
It ain't no titty cane, but we'll take it.
No titty cane. That is true. But yep, that was my week or weeks or whatever we're at now. So, all right, listener, if you want, you can go to the site and shoot the shit with us. Tell us what you've been up to. Go to www.gtffxiv.com and let us just chat with us a bit. All right, the first round is news. We have, drumroll, new optional items are available. That's
surprise.
It is the Meg Deca attire, which is actually kind of cool looking. In fact, I wish they had a version or you could toggle the wings off. This is kind of a gorgeous dress that dyes very, very cool. It dyes whatever the lighter color by default down to the purple. The bottom's always purple, I think, but whatever you dye is the top color. And the gradient's real cool. And then we have a Rubelite carbuncle mount. It's just like the other two, but it's red.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a theme here.
Mm-hmm.
It's also Ruby Carbuncle attire, which is just like the other ones, but red. And Ruby Carbuncle slippers, which is the same as the other ones, just red.
Mm-hmm.
So it's red.
Oh, my guest host is here, and he has opinions.
Does he have opinions?
His father has opinions as well.
Does he like the color red?
He likes the color red. He does enjoy the color red. I do too. I was surprised, I think, back in the day that they didn't have the red one at the same time they had the other two. Maybe it's because of overload. Like, they were just going to unload 3 different colors on us at the same time and nobody'd buy whatever. I guess having the illusion of choice between 2 is better than having too many to choose from and not buy any of them. I like it. I think the mount is probably super popular. You purchased a mount. Did you
I
not?
purchased the mount.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mount looks good.
It looks good.
Yep. Slippers look good. I like the body. I don't like the pink on the shawl, that wrapped around kind of part, but I do like the way the red, the top looks, and the boots. But I mean, is it worth me going back and buying a red version? I mean, maybe, because maybe I don't know. I have the blue one.
Okay, I never bought any of the outfits. They are nice jackets, though. I kind of like the jackets.
The boots work well on other outfits. I've used the boots before because they dye well.
Okay. Well, one of these circlets, I think it might be the circlet from this the new one, the Meg Deca. It's your hair clips through it, but since the circlet is kind of open, it doesn't look strange. It's like the hair could have fallen through the holes or something.
I mean, they are letting you know that a Vieira can wear this in the picture. I mean, it's in your face. Like, look, everybody, here's headgear on a Vieira. Tell us thank you.
Oh my god. Is there still like daily or weekly posts? I haven't looked lately.
Well, because I work from home, I have Animal Crossing instead of the forum. Instead of me staring at the window counting the hours before lunch, I'm now staring at my Nintendo Switch and going, "Where's my lunch?" Just kidding.
Lunch?
My wife says, "Make your own damn sandwich."
Make your own damn
and
sandwich.
I do.
Well, and this robe also can be worn by male characters. It's kind of cool.
Too right,
dude. Too, yeah. Well, it's one of the things people ask about, or why isn't it, for every.
The fairy is genderless. The outfit should be genderless.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they did. And it looks pretty cool on both. I think.
How do you feel about that purple?
I love the purple.
It's
like
gorgeous.
I said, I almost like I said, it dyes gorgeous too.
It's gorgeous.
And like I said, I almost wish you could just toggle off the wings, because the wings honestly clip through whatever cane I wear on my back, and I'm sure you can turn your cane off, and that's what I do when I have an outfit like that. But
I'm imagining it without the wings, and it looks good without the wings.
Yeah. Well, and some of the stuff that like you have to enlarge one of the pictures there. They have it shown like the guys in that clothes. Damn it. It's dyed blue in that one. You can see like the embroidery all across the chest is blue, and the gradient going down is blue. It's actually pretty nice piece of and the boots are cool. The pants are like these weird crop pants, but I think the boots look neat too. I haven't really looked to see how the boots dye, but you can't actually see the boots in the outfit, which is funny.
Right.
But I don't mind they give it to you. It kind of makes it, you can mix and match with other outfits then.
True.
But yep, new optional items are available. I might have to make you talk about this next one because I did not watch the Developer Diaries bonus episode.
Yelta.
I know.
And this one was a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one was really funny. So we've got a bonus episode, Yorha Dark Apocalypse. Excited for the upcoming addition to the new Alliance raids? Find out more about the Nier crossover in the bonus episode of the Developer Diary series. So this bonus episode explores how the crossover with the Nier series came to be, what inspired the design decisions in the first part of the raid, and hints about what's coming in the future. So it's got Yoshida, of course. It's got Saito, the producer of the Nier series, and Yokotaro, who's the director of the Nier series. So it's basically, it looks like Casting Couch, but it's two of them. And it's Saiko and it's Yoshida. But in the middle, with like a sock puppet, it's got Yokotaro, the head, the Emil head, whatever it's called, and he's got his hand in it, and it's like a talking puppet. And so he's making jokes. He's just throwing jokes the entire time. And it's really fucking funny. You can watch the closed caption. It is in Japanese, but the closed captioning, of course, is in English. And it was super hilarious. I'm trying to look what some of the jokes were that had me cracking up. One, of course, was he said, and this, I guess this is spoiler. It's kind of spoiler to me, but they were thinking about making it delete a server once you finish the entire Nier series. That was the reward. It was going to make them delete the entire server. And Yoshida's like, no, we can't do that. And he goes, well, how about we make it delete the outfit that we gave you? And all the players who worked so hard to get that 2B outfit because of the butt cheeks, at the end of the Nier Raid series, they removed the outfit. It's deleted.
Deleted.
Oh, man. That's one of many jokes that Yokotaro tells while he's there. But it sounds like that they had a really good time helping create this. They talk about how they designed the fights, how they made the story work, how Yoshida bribed them over steak and wine to come work on the project, and jokingly that there's like 158 parts to the series, and there's only 156 left before they delete your 2B outfit. He said, is 156 enough times for you to tell your story, Yokotaro? He goes, I think that should be enough.
Oh my God.
There was some other stuff in there too, like Yokotaro wanted to do something with the Warrior of Light, our character, the Warrior of Darkness, whatever we are now, the hero, and the 14 staff was like, you can't do that. They don't say what it was, but they were like, oh, no, you can't do that. No. So it must have been pretty dark. And then they talk about doing the fights and how they can't believe how these players can do these fights so quickly, like learn these things, because they're all over the floor wiping when they try to do the fights. Saito plays as a paladin. He likes playing as a paladin off tank. So he's been actually doing the raids. You know, like I said, they play test as well as give their input. And I think also Yokotaro, he mentioned humanity, and this is something I'd like to kind of delve into more, not here on the episode, but like me to look into it personally. Because he says a quote here. I'm going to pause it on the video so I can read it. So he says, I heard in... Whoops, that didn't work. I heard in translation... Enlarge this. I heard in the translation the word humanity. Looking at it from a Japanese language perspective, when we see it described in the foreign term humanity, it gives me the impression that it's kind of positive, actually, which is not necessarily the case for where I want to take this, because I want to explore the elements of humans that are a little more dirty, more dark, and dingy. Elements that people would typically not want to look at. And then he says, why do I want to depict things that people don't want to look at? But I think what he's saying here is that when we get his idea translated across in English, it comes across as the word humanity. And when we think of humanity in English, we think of the humanities, or at least I do. I think of the arts and the, music and poetry and things that are like human life. I don't think of humanity as the dirt under my fingernails, or, I gotta go pee or something, So I think when Yoko Taro says the human side, it's not saying humanity. He's saying the human element, the dirty, the gritty, the spit, the blood, the betrayal, lying to ourselves, the dark things we do. And I think that's the story he's trying to tell. But I don't know. Can you get a story like that across in Care Bear Land? I mean, when you translate something dark and gritty about humanity and how dark and maybe perhaps evil, I guess that's a question for the philosophers out there, but about virtue and justice and who we are as a people and all this stuff. Does that come across well through Final Fantasy XIV? I mean, I guess it could. We had an amazing story through Shadowbringers, so yeah, I think it fits. I'm joking about the Care Bear part. I think the story does fit with what they're trying to depict. I think Shadowbringers does fit in, and they actually make a joke about that. They said, like, we're talking this over steak and wine, and it's like, hey, let's just do it, like this would be fun. And then Yoko Taro says, oh, we should do the PR speak about how Shadowbringers is dark and I have a dark story, and that they both fit together in me. And Yoshida's like, yeah. So truly, though, they both are dark stories, and I think the way that they've melded them, even though it's a little comical, because you do have to have a little levity, right? Are they really going to take us into space or take us to, to Android land realistically within Final Fantasy XIV? No. So you got to have something dumb. You got to have a couple of dwarves blow themselves up with bombs to get us in the mood for accepting that we've got this android versus robot shit going on underground, so it's fine for me. I'm long past Cloud's motorcycle shouldn't be in this game. I'm long past all that shit. So if they can have fun with it, I'll have fun with it too. It's perfectly fine for me. So anyway, I thought it was a great episode. It was a cute little bonus. Yoko Taro was funny as shit.
All right, well that's cool. I have to go back because I have not caught up on any of these. There's like a few of them I haven't even watched now.
They're good. They're not as good as that one, I don't think. If you really want to know the behind-the-scenes type stuff, I think it's a good watch. I'll say it again. I think it very much mirrors those no-clip Final Fantasy XIV documentaries. I don't know if you recall these, but there is a YouTube channel. It's called No Clip. It's a series of documentaries, and they did some stuff about how 1.0 became 2.0 and how Yoshida saved the franchise and all that. But this feels very much in that style. So if you enjoyed that, you'll enjoy this. And if you enjoyed this, I think you'll enjoy that if you've not seen it before. Not you, Yelta. I know you've seen it.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Then we have a letter from the producer, live part, whatever. The digest was released. We already covered all of this, but the digest is out. It's on a thread. They usually do a really nice job. Yep, they posted up the video itself and have it all typed out. Got the timestamps for the different slides, and I've got all the slides in there. I don't know, looks good. I'm excited. We still don't know when it's going to be, but I look forward to it. All right, and this was interesting. I saw this today. Ruby saw this today on Gamerscape. Possible FFXI FFXIR Images Discovered. So this is not Eorzea. This is Vana'diel. Is it Vana'diel?
Yeah.
Yeah. The map made me remember rolling my character that first day of service and running around Bastok, and some guys I teamed up with, they're like, I heard there's a place across the desert that's like a castle, and we're like, all right, let's go. So we're like a bunch of level whatever noobs racing across the desert, trying not to be stabbed by goblins. Makes me so nostalgic.
Oh, those were good times. You know, the run all the way to Juneau, trying to dodge
Juneau run.
Yeah, and I came from Bastok, and then you had to go up like Rolandberry Fields, where we went through the I don't remember all of the zones, but there were tigers. There were murder kitties out there, and they were jumping all over
Downs?
us.
Was that the murder?
Oh yeah, the
murder
Batelia
kitties?
Downs. Yeah, that.
Yeah?
Oh my
Something like
gosh,
that.
just destroyed by cats. We had a guide the first time we went there. We had a guy that was one of my brother's friends. He knew a guy or something, and he was higher leveled, and he kind of walked us. He's like, "We're gonna go." And he got jumped. Something got him. I don't think he took the bait for us. I think like something just came out and just snagged him, and we were like, "Run!" And we bolted to Juneau. We made it. We fucking made it. But we lost that guy. It was
no one had raised, or
that's
early, because you don't get raised till I can't remember when. Back in the day,
it was so early
babies.
for us. You know, we have a lot of personally, my brother and I have a lot of neat little stories that we remember from 11 because it was our first. I don't know that it was technically our first MMO. We did play some other games, but I think it was the first one that was so immersive for us that I could easily claim it as the first MMO. But we had a lot of cool little experiences that I think is partly because of that, but partly just because the way 11 was designed. You know, just people could just come out of the woodwork and help you with something and then disappear, and you never see them again. And we were like, when an angel saved us in the middle of this skeleton infested catacomb, and I don't know. It was a good time, but we had this news about a Final Fantasy XI remake. That's what the R is.
Yeah,
right?
okay. The R is for remake. All right.
And Nexon is the company that's working on it. They aren't they of what's that famous game, the side-scrolling one with the
Maple
little
Story?
bunny, Maple Story. Aren't they behind Maple Story? So
what's the name of it? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
Nexon. Yeah, played. Maple Story, Maple Story 2. I played both of those.
This has been kicked around forever and a day that there's a mobile version of 11 that's supposed to be coming out, but then we don't see anything. We haven't heard anything for a while, and many people thought this is dead in the water. And then these images have come out. Now they're potentially legitimate. We don't know that this is guaranteed. We don't know. And Gamerscape also says, we want to stress that these images are not officially released assets, and therefore we cannot guarantee their validity. But given the current lack of information, we have made the decision to share them. So we've got a picture of a map. We've got a picture of some areas that looks like either like Saruta Baruta or something to me. I'm not.
Yeah, that's definitely. I think that's
Windhurst. Yeah. And we rolled a Taru on Windhurst at one time, and I absolutely know the starting spot with, right around this wall is the auction house, and I know these lands. I can see the crag. Is that Mia? I don't know. So anyway, some cool shots. I hope they're real.
I hope it's real too. I'd go. I mean, I know it's a different game now, and remake will probably even be a different game yet, but it'd be kind of fun and nostalgic to go poke around in it again.
It would be. And it'd be something like, man, if they could do something right and give us like a discount one way or the other, I'd throw a couple extra bucks at something knowing that I had like a $2 discount because I play 14 or something like that. We'd seen that kicked around way early on in the 1.0 days. You get both. You have a discount.
Yeah, you're supposed to have some sort of bundle discount or something. Yeah. I would be excited. I'm sure a lot of people would at least play around with it.
Indeed.
FFXIR. Oh, okay, that's what just their label. Lithium Plateau. Yeah. A lot of winters. Oh, there's Gustaberg environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I had seen, I don't think it's the same project. I think there was a group of people that were trying to upgrade the graphics for 11. Mm-hmm. They were recreating the elements and building everything from the ground up with higher resolution and much better graphics. And I had seen pictures of Juno. This was like Port Juno.
Yeah.
So, but I think that was a fan-made project. I don't know if they've got a cease and desist. I don't know if it continues on. There's still a lot of love for 11. People still love Final Fantasy 11.
There's nothing quite like it. Well, and I've played on fan, bootleg servers or whatever, and a lot of them lock them down at certain patches too. Mm-hmm. They don't go past, whatever, and they toggle a lot of stuff on or off, or I don't know how they do it, but they do tweak it, so they kind of keep it where you can't. It's not the same game that's released right now. Mm-hmm. So,
and then we got that news that was not terribly long ago about a new expansion or something. Some new content is going to be coming out for 11.
Yeah, they still, because they were supposed to not be able to do more content, and then they've done many, I don't know how big it is, but they keep adding to it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a bigger deal. I don't know if it'll be a standalone expansion, but they're not giving up on. Honestly, it's a dwindling, but it's still a cash cow. These MMOs are cash cows. You don't put much work into it. How much money do you think they put into 11 these days? Let's be honest.
I don't know.
The electricity to keep the servers going.
The server, probably the hardware. They obviously have some coders and testers. There's still, some designers, but I can't imagine it's, multiple people's.
I'm being facetious, of course, with the electricity joke, but it's not. It ain't the budget that 14's got.
No. All right, now our next piece of news is a little sad, and then makes us wonder if we're going to see more bad news.
This is a bulletin, Yelta. This just came out.
I saw it on Twitter right before you pasted it into the notes.
So I'll have to edit you in saying this headline back into the opening stuff, so people know that we're going to talk about this. But tell us, Yelta, what's happening?
Yeah, the Tokyo Game Show 2020 canceled. Yeah, because of COVID-19. They're going to hold something online, though. They're going to do something online, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So yeah, and that was supposed to be in, is it September?
Yeah, September 24th.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be September.
It's May right now.
It's May 7th. Right now. Mm-hmm. And, then it makes you wonder, FanFest is early November. So, yeah, I would not be surprised if FanFest gets canceled too. Ooh. I wouldn't like it, but it's a big deal to close some of these big game shows and big conventions and stuff. So.
Two fronts on that, Yelta, about FanFest being canceled, which is not confirmed. But if FanFest is not canceled, so you have to look at it from, yes, it's a health perspective. We don't want people getting sick from the company, outside the company, whatever. But also, who wants to be that business in 2020 that says, let's go, let's do the big show? Who really wants to be holding that bag to say, I'm the big... Now, probably, maybe some casino in the United States is like, yeah, we'll be the one. Let's see how it goes.
Just open Vegas. Let's go. Yeah.
Open Vegas, right? But for those that maybe think a little further ahead, I don't think you want to be that business that says, yep, let's do it. Let's have a huge international convention, 3 of them, without knowing what's happening with COVID, and to be that one to be like the face of we're coming out, whatever. I just feel like there's a bad PR taste to it for them to do anything in 2020. Kind of
like, everybody else is saying, we're just not going to do our thing this year. It's too bad, but it happens, right? Mm-hmm. This is an unprecedented time, and We got to take unprecedented steps just so that, maybe next year or the year after we can have all our good things. But,
Right.
just being that one guy who's like, fuck it, I'm holding it anyway. But on top of it, it might not even be their choice. I mean, these venues might not even be open, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even if they wanted to do it, or we're willing to say, fuck it, we'll just all wash our hands.
Right.
but is the hotel going to be there?
Yeah, and you got to think about that for 3 different major cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, maybe in Vegas or San Diego, where it was supposed to
San Diego this year, yeah.
Maybe in San Diego, it's okay by that time. But is it going to be okay in Paris or wherever they decide to have it? Is it going to? You got to think way bigger than just one little event. I personally don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, if it doesn't, that's just what we'll have to deal with, and it's got to be okay. What can you do? I mean, you could rage or be upset, or I'd feel bad for anyone who had big plans already. But I think this is going to be kind of the year of disappointment, and maybe even early into next year. It's just.
Is it really going to take people to get all the way to November to realize that 2020 is just a year of disappointment? If you're waiting for November to be disappointed, well, there might be multiple disappointments in November. Who knows? So save your disappointments for November. Save yourself at least one disappointment in November, and don't think that there's going to be a fan fest. Just go ahead and just pretend that it's already canceled. Think about Thanksgiving. I don't know what else to say.
Well, and if FanFest is canceled, I could see some of us who are like actively on social media and stuff, maybe throw in.
Let's do a virtual
online parties or something. I could see them. It looks like the Tokyo Game Show itself is going to have some sort of online.
Let's do a virtual one. Why not?
Yeah,
I got booze here.
We could throw a party.
If I want to puke on my own couch, that's fine. I don't have to do it at Yelta's hotel room.
The taco party again.
Taco party. We have done that, and it was fun. It was a blast. We did margaritas. We did tacos. So taco party can be a thing.
I was cleaning up that taco or margarita salt for like 2 weeks. It was margarita salt.
Let me tell you, I had that margarita salt for 2+ years. It was just that ring, like it got used a couple of times and then shoved in the back shelf, and it was like, oh well, taco party. So let's plan on that. So if this gets canceled, if 14's Fan Festival gets canceled, taco party, we will have a gathered together taco party. In lieu of FanFest, we will set a time, a date. We'll get on a Twitch channel or something, and we will have a live 14 taco party in lieu of FanFest. We'll talk about FanFest. Surely we'll get some news. Maybe they'll do a virtual one if they don't do that, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe they'll.
I can see them if they're not going to do that. They can, put together some
like a 14-hour broadcast kind of shit.
Or, they throw the live letter up or something.
Topless guys riding buffaloes, mechanical bulls.
I don't remember topless guys.
Oh.
Were they topless?
Oh. No.
Or is this year we're having topless?
FanFest. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah. All right. We'll move on. We do have a reminder. There is as Rudy mentioned earlier, a play for free for up to 8 days in the latest free login campaign. So if you haven't played, what is it? I think it's 30 days. You have to have not been subbed or something for 30 days. I saw a lot of people being pissed off about that on the tweet today. They were like, I just unsubbed or I just let my sub lapse and I can't use this. And it's like, well, no.
No, because you just played last week, dude.
Oh, and then the Untitled crew came in saying that they should just give free subs to anybody who is impacted by COVID or lost their job or something. And it's like, dude, it's a video game. If you lost your job, you got bigger shit to worry about.
They sent me to work from home, and I had no access to Final Fantasy XIV during this entire 2-month period I was sitting at home. So give me more time on Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if that holds water. I do agree with
stopping demolition. I think there are people that have hardships that they cannot play for some reason, and so therefore they needed to stop demolition. But
and they have precedent for that, right? We've had earthquakes and tsunamis and I don't remember, terrible tornadoes or hurricanes, and they've been like, you know what, this is going to unduly affect, more than just an average amount of people.
Right.
So, no, I think that was good. But I can't see them just be like, all right, just everybody pays no sub. Okay, let's see. We do have happy hour. We had some tweets. We had one on April 28th from, how would you say that? Al-Chalant?
Al-Chalant?
Yeah, we're sorry we can't pronounce shit.
That's my French. Al-Chalant?
I don't know. All right. At Gather Together, listening to episode and talking about fellowships and what to use them for. I have one called Froggy Town. Every time I see someone in a froggy suit, I invite them. Soon we'll have enough frogs to do a 24-man raid of all frogs, all different colors, shapes, and sizes. That, I think, is a very awesome way to use fellowships.
I think that's a winner.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I still have to get a frog suit for one of my dudes. I need a Lalafell in a frog suit so I can have a frog, a pig, a reindeer, a snowman. I need my whole circus troupe of freaks running dungeons with me.
On my new alt, I think I'm only getting hot guys. I'm just dismissing anyone who's.
What does that mean? Cat
attractive.
boys? What's a hot guy?
I don't know. If I open up the thing and I'm like, yeah, he's hot.
Are cat boys hot? That's a question.
Yeah.
That's a fair question. You think cat boys are hot?
Some, yeah.
Some.
I think cat boys are pretty hot.
Okay.
Yeah. They might not be the hottest, but they're pretty hot.
I don't know if they're my type. I personally have never really explored that.
I don't really know if they're my type, but they're nice eye candy.
Okay, I will say this: they are definitely not my type. Because I can't deal with that flippant shit. Like I can't deal with. I feel like a catboy's personality is.
I'd kill them.
Yeah, they would be like totally not serious, not taking care of business, like not remembering your birthday and shit, that kind of stuff. And it's like I don't know if I'd want to deal with that.
No, you don't. You
not
don't
in a
marry
long-term
a cat boy.
relationship.
You just no.
Yeah.
No.
You fuck a cat boy.
Yeah, you fuck a cat boy.
You fuck a cat boy.
Yeah, I didn't say I was gonna marry a cat boy.
Fuck, marry, kill. Cat boy, Rogan male, Highlander male.
Highlander? I don't know, man.
It's tough.
I already married a Rose, so.
Oh, you're definitely fucking that guy.
Oh, all right. We went from Froggy Town to fucking Catboys. But Agreeable Chap has also tweeted us on May 4th. Says, just started listening to at GTFFXIV, and I'm really digging it so far. I didn't really know what to expect from a podcast about an MMO. I'm still trucking through and nowhere near endgame content, so I was really pleased to hear how casual player-friendly the show was. Well, awesome. Cool.
Yeah,
I noticed you completely didn't tell us what server and data center you're on. But
yeah, what's up with that? Well, Agreeable Chap, let us know. And we have alts everywhere. We have eyes in the sky. Yeah. Spies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, everywhere.
Blow my cover.
Yelta has 30,000 alts. One in every free company on every server in this
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. I always feel
eyes
like...
everywhere. Watching you. Okay,
I had another comment that had nothing to do with Michael Jackson. I don't remember now. But it was going to be funny, I can tell you that. Agreeable Chap, thank you for your comment.
Thank you so much for the tweet, guys. It's nice to know someone listens to this garbage. No. We have a good time.
We do.
Yeah.
So, speaking of listening to garbage, no, not our garbage. That's what a terrible segue into this.
You take it. Take the segue, Ruby. I'm gonna.
Speaking of listening to garbage, check us out on State of the Realm on May 26th.
in all seriousness, we were reached out to by our good friend Sly. So if you don't know State of the Realm, Mr. Happy and Sly and the rest of that bunch, those two guys are in State of the Realm, and they want us on. They have asked us to be part of a series with them. They're talking to some content creators. So we are shooting for May 26th. That is this month in probably, 3 weeks here, Yelta? So
that's math.
Yeah, we're shooting for that. We will give you more details as it comes. Like, literally, we were just talking to Sly about this tonight. So I will have some more details for you guys, definitely by the next episode. But we'll be tweeting some stuff out or whatever. But yeah, we look forward to it. Those guys are great. Check them out. They record on Tuesday nights, I think. I think they do the live broadcast Tuesday nights. I haven't kept up recently, so that's my bad. But great stuff. Those two guys always do amazing things, and they've got their own separate Twitches, so you can always check out Mr. Happy on his and Sly on his. But yeah, as we have some more information, we will definitely be talking about it. I'm excited though. I can't wait to talk about.
Oh no, I'm totally looking forward to it.
We got to do some recording with them at the after party.
Yeah.
For Limit Break Radio. It was their final live episode. Well, it wasn't their final live episode, but it was their live episode from FanFest. It was kind of in that, hey, we're kind of moving on, but here's our big blowout. So we had a big blowout. I was drunk as hell, but we got to.
It was so fun.
I was so drunk, and we got to, I don't even know how I managed to.
I don't remember
that.
going back to our hotel. And then didn't we stay up and party at that bar
it was
in the hotel?
I got so sick, and I don't mean drunk sick. I was so sick because I think I drank 4 or 5 different people's drinks that night. It was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Swap and spit with everybody. Don't do that now, people. Don't do that.
If we do have FanFest, I'm going to bring a little drink marker.
That's the problem.
Yelta's.
That's why we can't have FanFest, because I'm going to be trying to drink everyone's drink. And
I do remember when you flopped down and were chatting and you reached over and grabbed. I can't remember whose drink it was. It was hilarious.
I don't know. It's terrible.
Oh my God.
I'm a mooch. But anyway, we're excited to be on that broadcast, and but we'll give you more details as we go, and and Taco Party.
Taco Party.
I hope that's a thing. We'll make it a thing anyway. Even if there's a fan fest, we'll make it.
Even if there's a fan fest, it might be time for a good Friday night streaming drunk fest rager. And you're not required to drink alcohol. You just come hang out.
Right.
So, all right. I think that's it, man. I think we're done. I think it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You can find links to all of our episodes and blog posts on our website, GTFFXIV.com. While you're there, please leave us a comment. And if you'd like to, you can support us by clicking the donation button. You can find us on Twitter at GTFFXIV. Email us at gtffxiv@gmail.com. Please rate us. Personal plug, Ruby.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at RubiconVale, RubiconVale.
And you can find me on Twitter at Yeltasumasu, YELTASUMASU. As always, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.